Hello everyone, welcome to the part 3 of the Option Basics web series. And in this video, I will be covering three topics, that is ITM, ATM and OTM. So you would have heard these terms a lot of times. Today I will be showing you examples so that you can understand this better. Now, ITM is known as in the money option. ATM is known as at the money options, and OTM means out of the money options. Now this is related, these terms are related to call options and put options both. So let me go one by one. So ITM put option is any in the money put options or in the money call or put options are known something which needs to be exercised. So whenever you see any strike price which is going in the money at the time of expiry as per the European style options, that means at expiry if you see any ITM options, that means it needs to be exercised. That means the equivalent cash or the underlying stock needs to be purchased. That is known as exercising. Now, for example, here on this is the NSE option chain page, and you would see the yellow shades here and yellow shades here. These yellow shades actually means in the money call options on the left hand side, on the right hand side in the money put options. So anything at the time of expiry, if you see anything here still 11,050, and if today is the expiry and if it is closed here, all these things needs to be purchased of the underlying stock. So the stock needs to be purchased. That's exactly in the money call option needs to be in the money options mean. Now what is at the money? At the money is just one strike price, just nearest strike price would be known as at the money, and by definition at the money will be the next strike price of the in the money. So what is out of the money? Out of the money is anything apart from in the money and at the money would be out of the money. So anything from here would be out of the money here, and the same goes with on the put side here. So again, at the money and out of the money options will be expired worthless. That means if you are buying at 80 rupees and at the if you didn't sell it, then at the time of expiry it will be worthless. Now what is expiry? What does expiry mean? And what it means is, as to put it very simply, expiry means there is a timeline for every stock option, stock or a call option or a put option. What it means is, in my earlier videos I have mentioned, whenever you're buying a call option, it actually means you have the right to buy. So this right to buy is, there is a time period till you have the right to buy. Just for an example, your insurance premium. If you are buying a premium, for example 10,000 rupees for a life insurance, it will have a timeline of about 1 year's time from the date of purchase. So as soon as the last day, if you do not exercise, that means if nothing happens to you till the last day of that timeline, the premium will expire, premium will become zero. So the value itself, the value of the whole premium will become zero. Whereas if you actually that means if you actually encash it, that means if you're having an insurance and if you have to settle it, that means that's another scenario altogether. What I'm trying to say is that the timeline actually means that every premium will have a timeline. So in India, Nifty now has weekly expiry too. It has monthly expiry. That means every Thursday there is an expiry which happens for Bank Nifty now, and which will happen for Nifty also. in future, which has already been rolled out. So every Thursday we have a weekly expiry. So if you are buying a premium which is going to get expired in the next week, it has a timeline of 1 week. So this strike price 11,100 will be expired on that expiry date. There will be a date associated with this. So every premium will have an expiry. So all this at the money and out of the money will become zero. Whereas in the money needs to be exercised. That means if you are buying a stock, something like TCS or Infosys, you have the right to buy and you need to encash it in the equivalent amount of cash. You need to buy that in cash segment. That's what in the money, at the money, and out of the money options mean. Now, that's pretty much about these terms. These are just the basic terms as such, and as and when I progress in this web series, you will see more and more on this topic more, and where I'll try to explain more from experience. So if you have any questions related to this topic, feel free to comment, and I'll be happy to answer them for you. Thank you, and I will see you on the next part of this series. Thank you.